Hey everybody, thanks for jumping on today. We've got Coach Neu here. Large group on here today, so we're going to need to limit it to one question per person until we get through. If you have a question, send me a note in the comments. But Coach, congratulations on a phenomenal win. Just your immediate thoughts on a MAC West Division championship.
Just lots of emotions right now. Just really proud of the team, proud of the players. Definitely wasn't. We didn't win by any means with style points. The most important thing is that we got a win there. And obviously we, got ourselves behind there in the third quarter. But really the way the game unfolded, especially in the third and fourth quarter, such a credit to the team because nobody, panicked on the sideline. We hung together. We just kept battling and fighting. And obviously we got a huge tip interception there. And then, we really got some momentum off of that. And really the other one too that I look at during the course of the game when, Drew had the run and Cody got hit on the sideline there, that really did something to our team. It did something to our guys that, hey man, this is, obviously something that, we're not going to tolerate. And so just proud of the way the guys responded and really fought down the stretch. And credit goes to them. The credit goes to the players. We've earned a ticket to Detroit. Our ultimate goal is not to win the MAC West. Our ultimate goal is to win the MAC championship. And we got a short turnaround here. The hardest thing is to have a great moment like that together on the field and in the locker room. And then, really quickly after that, I shift myself into the father figure role, just telling them to go home, lay low. We got a test tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And we've worked really hard to get to this point. My hat is off to the seniors for staying in there during those tough years. And, we all saw the same thing in each other and we knew that we could have a moment like this.
Okay, we'll go to Jordan Gusky, Star Press.
Hey, Mike, I know the Montreal season was Detroit or bust. To be at this moment and actually reach Detroit, with that being the mantra all year long, just how does that feel?
It's awesome. Again, it's such a great accomplishment. It was, a great way to respond after the opening game and having a tough loss on the road. It was a great response by our guys. The rest of the way there, we knew how critical it was to truly approach it one game at a time, and we knew what had to be done in order for us to accomplish our Detroit mission, and we did it. And again, it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work over the years, and to look those guys in the eye. These guys that are in this 2016, 2017 class, to look them in the eye at the end of the game, tell them I love them, and tell them thanks for hanging in there. And we all believed and we all saw in each other, and I appreciate them not giving up on me. And it's a great accomplishment right now, but it's not our ultimate goal. And we got a short turnaround here. The game's Friday night. We got to get back to work.
Let's go to Ian Hansen, the Daily News.
So I remember at the beginning of the year, you talked about how the senior class had to deal with a lot of adversity. Can you kind of talk about the parallels of their career in this game, being down by 2 touchdowns and coming back to, win the game and, have their last game at Schumann, send them to the MAC championship?
You nailed it right there. That's basically their career in a nutshell, what happened there in the second half. And we got ourselves behind, but they battled and they fought and they scratched and they clawed. We had some adversity present itself for these guys to respond the way they did to that adversity, especially in the second half. Kudos to our guys led by that group of seniors that, have been through some tough days, some tough growing pains, but you keep working hard and you just keep attacking each day and try to give your best effort. And that was my challenge at halftime. I said, every one of you guys controls your attitude. And if we believe when we leave this locker room that we can win, then we will, and we'll put ourselves in a position. And every one of you guys controls your effort. That's all we've been asking from you guys for the last 3 or 4 years, your attitude and your effort. If those are as good as they can be, then the results will come. And, my hat, and I'm really proud of them because in the second half, we were able to accomplish that. And again, it'll be talked about a lot. Obviously, it certainly wasn't pretty. They almost doubled us in time of possession. But we fought, we scratched, we clawed, and we found a way. And that's this group right here in a nutshell. And now we're trying to cement our place here in the history of our football program.
Let's go to Mason Plummer.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Coach, I'm curious about your message to the kicker, Jack Knight. He missed 2 extra points, and you had to rely on him for that big field goal. What was your message to him before he went out there for that game-winning field goal?
Yeah, and I didn't say anything to Jack. I leave him alone. You know, obviously he's not trying to miss a kick. He missed a couple earlier in the game, but he's delivered some huge ones in previous games. So I had all the confidence in the world in Jack, and he went out there and he's got ice in his veins. And I teased him, you know, at the end of the game, just, you know, call him Iceman. But he delivered when we needed him. And, you know, he's done that, you know, in previous games as well. So great job by him being able to have a short-term memory, go out there and deliver the biggest kick we've had since I've been here.
Robbie General.
Hey, Coach. Yeah, I mean, you guys are playing against a Western Michigan offense that's put up a lot of points this year. I mean, they had 27 with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. And then the defense today, it wasn't every play, but it seemed like every big play that they needed to make, they made. I mean, how big was that just to see out of them and their continued improvement throughout the year?
We took advantage, and the defense did an unbelievable job of taking advantage of us having the wind at our back there in the fourth quarter, and the way we played and the way we competed there. And when we had an opportunity to get off the field there, we did. And so, again, that's a credit to the young men, especially on the defensive side of the ball, led by that group of seniors. You talked about Bryce and Antonio and Christian and Jay Thomas and you know, Brandon Martin. I mean, there's some guys over there that have weathered the storm, if you will, and that's exactly what they did again today. We weathered the storm, and we played our best football down the stretch when we had to, when it mattered the most, and that's all you can ask. And they answered, and when we had an opportunity there to deliver, we did.
Mark Forster.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. We talked a little bit this week that, you know, you guys have been able to win in a variety of ways. And
Mark, sounds like we lost Mark's audio there. Let's go to Connor Smith, and we can come back to Mark. Connor, are you there? Connor Smith?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. I just wanted to get your perspective on, you know, Justin Hall becoming the all-time receptions leader. Just what did this game speak about his dedication, and just how does it make you feel as coach, just, you know, watching him go out there, knowing he's someone you coached all these years?
Yeah, big things come in small packages. He's dynamic. He's as tough as nails. Think about what he's done over his career. He's available every single week, and everybody does a good job of paying attention to him. They try to set their defense, or they try to take him away throughout the course of a game, and he just keeps coming, and he just keeps making plays. And he became a record holder here in a big way today, to have 10 catches, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns there. And that was unbelievable what he did on that touchdown run when Drew threw him a quick flat route there on an RPO, and he split the 2 blockers there. And man, it was good to have a front row seat to be able to see him finish that deal. But special player that's really, you know, had an unbelievable career here. And he too, I credit him, and I told him I loved him, and I thanked him for believing in us and believing in me, and not and staying the course, because you know, he got thrown into the action early on as a true freshman. That was tough. And as talented as he is, and as confident as he is, still, when you get thrown into the fire early in your career, it's tough. And we went through some challenging moments, some growing pains. But Justin Hall is a special player and a great young man. He has grown so much over the years, and I'm so proud of him just because of who he is now today. And he's not done yet, and we're not done yet.
Mark Forster, are you back on with us?
I think so. I'll do audio only to see if that works a little bit better. What I was saying, Coach, is, you know, winning in a variety of ways. You came into this, you know, getting off to quick starts. This one you had to adjust on the fly. You know, obviously you guys pride yourselves on adjusting in the game. How big of an experience factor is that going into your biggest game of the year in Detroit next week?
You know, obviously, you know, we're facing another really good football team that is obviously as good as there is in our conference right now. And so, you know, we still got to make sure that we attack our weaknesses. We got to continue to get better. Obviously, if that is the mindset that we have each and every day when we come in this building, if we're continuing to work on us and we're continuing to perfect our craft, we'll keep getting better. And obviously, the way the game unfolded today, it took every second on the clock there to be able to get a win. And obviously at halftime, obviously they were doing a lot of really, really good things. You look through the stat sheet there at halftime, and it was about as good as it could get for them. And so we had to make sure that we put that 30 minutes behind us, and we had to come out and deliver the best 30 minutes that we had. And as you mentioned, we've won in different ways, different shapes, different forms, and that experience, and we'll be able to draw on that no matter what unfolds for us next Friday night.
We've got time for one or two more for Coach if anyone has more. Feel free to jump in if you have one. If not, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. Thanks for your time. Congratulations again on a huge win.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we've got Jaylin Thomas with us now. Again, if you have questions, let me know in the comments. We'll start with Ian Hansen.
So at the beginning of the year, At the beginning of the year, Coach talked about how as seniors, you guys dealt with a ton of adversity just throughout your careers. Can you kind of talk about the parallels of this game in, what you've experienced your careers and what it means to, finally, get a win and go to the MAC championship?
Well, obviously, at the beginning, we all, you talking about it. Hold on. Can you rephrase that question? I'm sorry. I could barely hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I said, can you kind of talk about the parallels of, having to deal with adversity throughout your career and, this game being down 2 touchdowns and, how you guys battled through adversity and ultimately have your last game at Schumann be, a win to go to the MAC championship?
Well, dealing with adversity is something like this program is really, formed around. And, the group of guys, we've all been through it together. And that's what makes the difference. Sorry, my voice is a little gone from the excitement. But that's really what makes the difference, that we all been through it together, through adversity together. And now we're going through, with us going through adversity, the success part is coming in. Everything we've been through and, waking up the next day after some tough losses and, 2017 and the years previous that, we've been through it together. And the same faces in that locker room is the same faces here right now. Kind of getting some of the success that we're getting right now, and job's not done. Next Friday is time to, that's when everything really counts. So yeah.
Wish TV saw your request here. If you have a question for Jalen, go ahead. I wasn't sure if that was for Coach or for Jalen.
It was for Coach. I'm good. Thank you.
Let's move along to Mason Plummer.
Hey, Jalen, congrats on the win. I'm curious about the locker room going into halftime. What was that atmosphere like? What was the vibe like heading out into the second half? You guys were down, but you came out and the defense played outstanding. What was the talk like with you and the defensive guys, and what was your response like?
Like I said, we've been through that. We've been through that earlier this season. So we knew what we had to do, coming out of half. We had the ball. We were expecting our offense to go down and score. But defense, we always tell our offense when we go out there, hey, we got your back. We're going to give it our all, and we're going to get the ball back in your hands. And defense stepped up. We made some adjustments. We got back to playing ball.
Let's go to Connor Smith.
Hey, Jalen, congrats on the win. Detroit or bust, that's something you guys have worked towards, since last offseason, really. So I just, want to get your perspective on being a senior and being around this team for such a while now. How special is it right now for you just to, know that you're, finally going to play in that game next Friday?
It's so successful because, it means a lot, to me and the senior group, because we've been through so much, as I can keep saying. And we've been through so much, and all our hard work and dedication is now paying off. Everybody stuck around, we've been through all our, growing pains together, and now everything is showing up, and our success is now coming around, and we're ready. We're definitely ready, and this is something we always talked about, dreamt about, and it's finally coming true. We get to go to Detroit.
Robbie General.
Yeah, Jalen, it looks like, sorry, we got multiple laptops going, but I mean, every week it seems like this defense has just constantly improved throughout the year. I mean, where does that come from? Or I mean, where for you guys, where does that come from, I guess?
It comes from, day in and day out watching film, getting better every day, learning from our mistakes. The previous games, we learned from those mistakes, even though we came out with the win, you still had some mistakes in that game. And we just capitalized on it, took that, to the next game and, just trying to work on getting better each and every day. So, yeah.
Robbie, did you have another one or are you good? Any further questions for Jaylin today? If you have one, just jump on in.
I guess, Jalen, I'll do one more. I mean, you guys are coming in against a Western Michigan offense that's put up points all year. I mean, what was the mentality like just for you guys knowing how prolific this offense was?
Well, we know what we have on the defensive side of the ball, and we have that best in America mentality, and we believe that we're the best defense in the country, and we're going to keep continuing to to prove that. Just hit the film room, we get back in there and learn from our mistakes from this game and capitalize on that and bring it to Detroit.
And one more for Jaylin. We'll go to Mason Plummer.
Jalen, a big momentum shift in the game was that Chris Adjument interception. Talk about that. What was your reaction when he came down with that interception? Started taking it back.
I love to see my big guys eat. They deserve it. They don't get too much spotlight. But Chris, that was definitely a big play, and I love to see Chris being able to. I didn't know he had hands like that, so obviously I know that now, and that was a big play. I'm proud of Chris. Back to the drawing boards. We're gonna hopefully he can get another one next week, next Friday. So.
All right, thanks, Jalen. We'll get you out of here on that one. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're joined now by Justin Hall. So again, we'll take questions for Justin. If you have one, let me know in the comments. We'll start with Ian Hansen.
So Coach at the beginning of the year talked about how you guys had to deal with adversity throughout your career. And now as a senior, you had to deal with adversity in this game as well. Can you kind of talk about how you guys battled through adversity and, for it to finally pay off and how you to have that kind of performance that you did to break the record?
Just since I came in my freshman year, it's been a battle ever since I got here. The losing seasons, continuous games without scoring the ball, it just feels good, man, because this group of guys, I feel like they work over the top hard. Like, they just really put their head down and just went to work. And I'm just happy that it's paying off for all of us,
We'll go to Mason Plummer.
Justin, you had your best game today in one of the biggest games in Ball State history and your biggest game of your career, 10 receptions, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What did you see in the defense, the Western Michigan defense, that you exploited?
Everything. Everything.
Okay, we'll
Can I ask you a question? Good.
That was good. Thank you. That'll make for a nice quote.
Let's go to Robbie General.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, that 55-yard touchdown there in the fourth quarter. You weaved through almost their entire defense. What did you see on that play as you're catching the screen pass and going up the left sideline?
I just seen it as a safety right there. I knew if I got past him, I seen him. He's just sprinting, trying to get a good angle at me, so I just cut it right off of him and just took it back towards the middle of the field. My guy Ty Evans was right there with the block, man. So I just got to give it to them guys, Johan and Antoine Davis, man. Really, sold out today for real. Like, they might ain't get 20 catches or 250 yards, stuff like that, but man, them boys sold out, and I appreciate them.
Connor Smith.
Hey, Justin, congrats on the win. Detroit or bust is something that I know you guys have been working toward really since last offseason. So to finally be at this point, to get that win today, Just what does it mean to you, and how does it feel right now knowing that you're going to be playing in Detroit next Friday?
Man, it's a dream come true. We just been grinding so hard for this. It almost doesn't seem real. Almost, I guess it haven't hit yet, but we really finna go play for the MAC championship, and that's what I came here to do since my freshman year. And the fact that we're all seniors now, you know, this class 2017 class, the class 2017 class is something special, and you know, Coach Neu knew that, and we just stuck together. You know, some guys left, some guys, you know, did whatever they had to do, but the guys that stuck together at this university really, I'm just proud of everybody.
Jordan Gusky.
Hey, Justin, you know, this isn't the first winning locker room that you all have had this season, but I guess could you take us inside it, and just what was that locker room, you know, celebration like for you and for your teammates?
Oh yeah, it's T. You know, the locker room celebration. We up. You know, it's just us in there, and we just having fun together. Like just going out. We know how hard each and every one of us played this game today. We're down coming out of the half. You know, it's just, you know, our backs against the wall, but you feel me? We just went out there like it's 0-0, and we was just ready to go. But the inside locker room was definitely T.
Any more questions for Justin? Jump in there if you got one.
Hey, Justin, I got one last one. I mean, today you've become Ball State's all-time reception leader. I mean, what does that mean for you, just to know that, I mean, you're on top of that list?
I mean, it's a good feeling. I don't know. I never been like an accolade guy, so it's like, I mean, it's a cool. It's definitely I'm grateful for the accomplishment. All glory to God for that. But the job ain't really finished. We can talk about that. You know, all the accolades, stuff like that. After we win this MAC championship, you feel me?
All right, Justin, thank you very much for joining us today. Congratulations.
Appreciate y'all.